Welcome back to our Behind the Chalkboard podcast, which is on the road. Dan,
on the road,
how are you feeling?
Good,
it's
mate.
been a long morning to afternoon.
Long all day, but this is the one interview I've been waiting for. I see.
The one, look at you.
I know.
Prepping all up. So pleased to introduce...
So my name's Rachael Hardcastle-Pearce. I am the Group Head for Voluntary Services at Humber Health Partnership. And I have worked for Humber Health Partnership for my sins for 27 years this year and loved every minute of it.
Wow.
Wow, we said that at the same time. 27 years, loved every part of it.
Yeah.
Fair play. You're in a job with purpose then.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Yeah, so I am the founder of the Humber Health Champions, and I had an idea 14 years ago, and I went to the CEO, which is a little bit rare in the NHS, and spoke to him about an idea I had for encouraging young people to come into the NHS through the voluntary route. And honestly, it has been the best part of my NHS career. I've absolutely loved working with young people. My programme works with young people between the ages of 16 and 25. I've helped 3,000 young people to date, and I've saved my trust over £700,000 through the power of youth volunteering.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
There's a lot to unpack here, because it's not really a sector or anything
I don't know where to start.
No,
yeah.
How's it work? Give us like a dummies guide. Like if we're using the dummies guide.
Where the dummies.
Dummy
dummies
Yeah.
guide. What does it look like on a day to day?
Okay, so we are an anchor institution at Humber Health Partnership for youth volunteering. We're very well known up and down the UK. A film that I had produced has even been shown in America and Australia. But how you actually get to be a Humber Health champion is pretty simple. So I go around all the schools and colleges, and I present the power of youth volunteering and what empowerment it can have on young people, not just to enable them to have careers in the NHS, but to give them that platform and a little bit of a leg up in life on their way to their career aspiration. At my time now in my career, I always say to people that I want to be that person that leaves a legacy behind. I want those kids to know me when I'm not around. And it's really simple. So I go into schools, I'll present for about an hour. It's always more than an hour because I can talk a lot. And after my presentations, it's just, it's an incredible feeling, because lots of young people don't know that they can volunteer in hospitals, and they will apply, they will come for an interview with me. It's very informal. I just want to know about them. Who do you like? What music do you like? Who do you follow? Do you read? What hobbies have you got? And I like to get to know them as individuals, because a lot of young people now have a lot of struggles away from school and college, and I also do a lot of work with them pastorally. And then after that, I can quite honestly say that in the last 11 years, I've only ever said no to 5 young people. So they'll go away, they'll do 12 training modules, they'll do an enhanced DBS check, and then when they've done all of that, they'll come back to us, they'll get the Humber Health Champions hoodie, the Humber Health Champions t-shirt, they'll get their NHS lanyard, and they're good to go. And my team, who are absolutely phenomenal, I get a lot of recognition, but I always say to people, that's really lovely to say that about me. I feel very humbled, but actually you're only ever as good as the team that you work with. And I'm a massive believer in that. My team are just awesome. They'll come back, my team will meet them, they'll stay with them in their placements for 45 minutes, and then they'll start on their youth volunteering journey. And it's just been phenomenal. The change that it has had in these young people's lives is just, I wish I could have bottled it all up and gone, there you go, there it all is, because it's changed people's lives. They've come, they've had no self-confidence, they've had no self-belief. They've had no friends at the age of 17 and 18, and I actually can't comprehend that, because I've always had a good circle of friends, but we have a good camaraderie with the Humber Health Champions, and we do a lot for them. And they'll stay with us 18, 19 months. Some of them now, which again is really humbling, and I feel really proud because I'll walk around the hospital and there are doctors, nurses, physios, OTs, cardiothoracic surgeons, one of them. And that for me is it's amazing. It's worth more than anything.
So this immersive experience then is absolutely what you're about.
Oh my God, yeah.
I can feel the passion. Like, it is,
Thank you.
Honestly,
I just love
She did pre-warn us. It was all going to come out.
I did say I'm passionate.
I absolutely love it. Like,
so on a day-to-day then, what sort of roles are so volunteer for like 18 months?
Yeah.
Is that sort of like the time frame?
So how it works, Lee, is that they sign up for a minimum of 4 hours a week. So, let's not forget the NHS doesn't sleep. It's a 24-hour service, 365 days of the year. So they'll sign up for 4 hours a week and they have to stay with me for a minimum of 6 months. And I can quite honestly say to you, as I'm sat here, there's 297 young people over with me at the trust, so at the hospital, between the ages of 16 and 25. Not one of them on my database has only ever stayed with me for 6 months. They'll do a lot longer than that. They absolutely love it. Even when they go off to apprenticeships, university, or they'll get full-time jobs with us in the trust, they're like, "Oh, Rach, yeah, can we stay with you though? Can we still volunteer if we want to?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course you can. You're more than welcome to do that." So it's the longevity of it as well. It's not just I'm going to volunteer and I'm going to leave it once I get my career.
Yeah.
But it's great. It's taken me to some amazing places.
You're almost like sorry, mate.
No.
You're almost like your own individual college. Is that you
Yeah,
are? You're a
you're
health
right, Dan.
college.
Yeah, you're right.
You've
We were,
created, even though you've created a space to help.
Yeah.
You've created a health college that
Yeah.
you go to
Yeah.
get experience. Even though
Yeah.
you'd be here, you'd be spending more time and learning more with what you
so
do.
There's 350 careers in the NHS, and in youth volunteering, I hold 322 of those. So I have volunteers in 197 different areas over at the hospital. And I'll be honest, when I first started it in 2014, people were really sceptical. There was a lot of challenge. I'm up for challenge now. I like it. I quite thrive off it. But I wanted them to believe that it would work. And yeah, it's taken me blood, sweat and tears, but I believe that I'm there now. And this year, my objective, though, is to bring it over to the South Bank, hence the reason why I'm at Franklin today. And I've gone into partnership with Liz, with Why Focused, which is, oh my God, I know that you haven't been to Why Focused, but if you walked into Why Focused, that is just the most amazing feeling. I now take my time owing at work to go and volunteer for Liz because I absolutely believe in what she does. I just love the kids. They're just awesome. I mean, I'm a senior lead in the NHS, and last Wednesday I walked into Liz's school with my shorts and t-shirt on, played football with some 14-year-olds. It's just, and that's why I love...
Job.
Yeah, I love... It isn't. Another thing for me was, my dad always used to say to me when he was alive, find a job you love and you'll never work a day in your life. And I actually truly believe that now. I truly believe that I'm there.
I need to come work for you.
You can
come.
I'd love it.
Volunteer.
If you can volunteer, Dan, I'd love it.
Oh, but honestly, I love energy and I love like how much...
Do you know what's refreshing? It's like the numbers there that are quite happy to volunteer, of the people of that age as well, where we've got a stigma of having young people not wanting to work, wanting X, Y, and Z, to be paid, influence all this world. But actually, there's people there that just want to be part of something and belong to something and have that sort of outlet to be able to work in a nice environment.
And I always say to them, Lee, look, I absolutely 100% understand that at your ages, the driver for them is probably money. It's that pocket money. It's something in your bank. But I say to them, youth volunteering or volunteering of any guise, it doesn't have to be with me, will outweigh any monetary value. I've known students that they've had one place left on a paramedic course at the local university, and they've gone for that UCAS interview, and they've been sat in front of the panel. They've had one place left. The young person on the left didn't have any experience, no volunteering, nothing. The person on the right had dedicated, 6 months to volunteering, 4 hours a week, and they got it. They got in. Yeah. And I know that works. We've we've seen it today. One of my friends is a ED navigator in Hull, working with the violence and prevention team, and her son came to me, and he's just doing a gap year at university. He's a biomedical scientist, and because we helped him through the Humber Health Champions, he smashed it. You know, he went to the first company and they were like, "Oh God, Kieran, that's amazing, you've done volunteering. Yeah, we've got a place with us for a year."
Wow. So I say sometimes I say attitude, but it's just it's an attitude to want to be involved.
Yeah,
and like be. It's
very nice.
Being involved in something and being passionate about something to go step outside that, because you could easily just go, I'll just stay as I am. I'll go work in a coffee shop, or I'll do something. It's not as it's nowhere near as rewarding. Is it?
It's not, because it's, again, I always say to the young students, I've been speaking to some today over at the hospital who are on immersive this week, and I've said to them, it's nothing like what you see on television. It's quite prefabricated on television. It's there for the viewing figures. When you get in a hospital and you get in a real life situation, it can be very, very scary. You need to prepare yourself. These are real people in real life situations, and some of them it'll frighten them at first, but then for me it's quite grounding for them as well. It's an experience that they will never experience again unless they go into that health profession, and many of them do. And you know, I've known people that I helped back in 2014 who will still keep in touch with me. They'll just message me randomly and say, "How are you?" "Yeah, I'm fine." And you know, they'll say, "Oh, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be where we are today." And I'm like, "No, actually, I did nothing. You did everything yourself. All I did was sit and interview you and help you a little bit pastorally." So,
do you think it works outside that industry, that sector?
Yes. I've got some plans afoot.
Have you?
Yeah.
No,
I definitely do. I think my model can be transferred anywhere.
Can it be transferred? Yeah.
I think I've done it in a way now. I've redesigned it quite a lot over the last 11 years. Do I believe that it can be used in industry and in sport and in other areas? 110% I do, yeah. Yeah.
We have to set a meeting up. 100%.
You'll have to beat Liz to that one, Dan. You'll have to beat Liz to that.
We're going to have to get you and Liz. Honestly, we could speak for hours.
Yeah, we could.
I know
we haven't got time. And I'm sorry about that.
No, absolutely not. I'm really glad that we got you on, because I think what you're doing is absolutely amazing.
Thank you, Dan.
We're also really involved, and stuff. And after this, we'll get a meet up and we'll see how we can all work it. And hopefully get you and Liz onto an official podcast where you can come on and we can share the full story.
Prepare yourself, fellas.
Prepare yourself, fellas.
We're a bit unruly when we're together.
But thank you so much for your time.
Oh, no, thank you for inviting me, and thank you for waiting for me to come over. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.